In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines,
Bonjour.
lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 12:09 in 2 straight lines. In rain or shine. The smallest one was Madeline. The day was fine, the day was rare. Delicious scents were in the air.
Did you hear my tummy rumble? J'ai faim.
Madeline, was that your tummy?
No, I am not that hungry.
Vite, vite, hurry, little girls, before we get soaked to the skin.
Oh, no.
As they rushed from the gust and gale, Madeline saw a girl so frail, an urchin thinner than a rail. This hungry child was glad to find the food that others left behind.
Come, Madeline, we must hurry home for lunch.
Oui, Miss Clavel. Some of us are very hungry.
The thundering storm turned the sky dark as night, and Miss Clavel turned on the light and said,
Something is not right. Mrs. Murphy, quel dommage!
Dr. Cohen explained it was the flu and their cook would soon be good as new. She can rest in bed, she can read a book, but absolument, she must not cook.
Attendez, little girls. Today we must leave Mrs. Murphy alone.
But what will we eat?
We have never cooked for ourselves before.
Do not worry, Chloe.
Then Miss Clavel looked up in terror, for she had made a terrible error.
Zut alors! I forgot that Lord Cucuface is coming for lunch today. Bonjour, Lord Cucuface.
Good day. I've been waiting so long. Are you sure it is not good night? I trust I will not have to wait for my lunch.
Ah oui, un moment, s'il vous plaît.
Miss Clavel, do you have my lunch or do you not?
We shall be serving lunch momentarily, Lord Cucuface.
We? You? Serving lunch?
We, us. My assistants and I are making lunch today.
I did not know the little girls could cook. What a surprise.
Indeed, a surprise for everyone.
The girls broke out the bread and butter and put one piece atop the other until they heard a loud voice utter,
Hola!
Whenever it was time for lunch, Pepito's stomach had a hunch. He came around in time to munch.
And what has Mrs. Murphy prepared today? Mrs. Murphy is sick, and we are cooking lunch for Lord Cucuface. Plain bread and butter for the chairman of the board of the trustees?
Perhaps we should add some other ingredients. Brie, Roquefort, Camembert.
Lingonberry jam. Olives! How do you get the olives to stick to the bread?
Try this chocolate syrup.
By the time I get my lunch, it'll be time for dinner.
And so, for the esteemed trustee, the children made a specialty. A feast of creativity.
Merci, Genevieve.
Whipped cream.
And chili peppers!
Just a pinch of salt and we will be done.
Uh-oh.
At last, you must have been making beef Wellington.
No, monsieur. We have been making cheese sandwiches à la Cucuface. Since they're named after you, Lord Cucuface, you must try the first one.
Merci beaucoup. But ladies first, of course.
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
Madeline was elected to take the first taste, which was not expected. Soon things went from bad to worse, because the trustee's reaction was adverse. The little girls began to scream,
Lord Cucuface is turning green!
I thought you said these children knew how to cook.
I am afraid they have never had any lessons.
Never had lessons? Never had lessons? Then it is time to enroll them in Le Cordon Rouge, the greatest cooking school in the world. There are classes for children each Wednesday at 2. I will make all the arrangements for you. But first, I must go home and lie down.
Au revoir, Lord Cucuface.
And we shall have lunch again after you have graduated.
When Wednesday afternoon rolled round, the little girls started off to town.
Wait! Signorita Clavel, may I come too?
Certainement, Pepito.
So they set off to learn France's finest cuisine and prevent Lord Cucuface from turning so green.
So this is the finest cooking school in all of France.
Go away. Allez, allez. We have no leftovers today.
Madeline recalled that day in the rain. These hungry children were the same.
Madeline, come inside, s'il te plaît.
Oui, Miss Clavel.
Welcome, boys and girls, to Le Cordon Rouge, the greatest cooking school in the world.
Bonjour.
I am Chef Lambé, the greatest chef in the world. Here you will learn how to prepare the most delicious French delicacies.
Ooh la la.
Here is the pièce de résistance. Le petit diplôme for children who graduate from Le Cordon Rouge. French cooking is an art, and the raw chicken is like a blank canvas.
The chef explained that le poulet must be dressed in the proper way.
Voila!
Madeline was the first to get hers dressed, but Chef Flambé was not impressed.
No, no, ma chérie. The chicken is not a doll.
The next week, they learned a recipe for bouillabaisse soup, fresh from the sea.
Oh no!
When the fish received emancipation, it became a slippery situation.
No, no, my little darlings. You must not let the fish make a stew out of you.
It seemed that every demonstration
Voila!
resulted in complete frustration. There were problems making onion soup. And their soufflés somehow would always droop.
Ah, Nicole, c'est magnifique!
Bravo! Bravo!
No, no.
Oh!
Their crepe Suzette were far aloft.
Children, if you continue at this rate, not one of you will graduate.
Mes amis, we must try our best to get those diplomas. We must not disappoint Lord Cucuface.
Then, following Madeline's request, they all agreed to try their best. They listened so well, it was a surprise. Chef Flambé could scarcely believe his eyes.
Formidable.
In 2 straight lines, they baked their bread.
Merveilleux! Magnifique.
Even Pepito was doing fine, and no one worked harder than Madeline.
We mix, we stir, we fold, we blend, we even gratinate. We beat, we baste, we take a taste, and sometimes we saute.
We always serve our entrees with a salad nice and green. We are the latest experts in the finest French cuisine.
Fry it, we'll try it. Stew it, we'll do it. Now we've got the hang of it, there's really nothing to it. Fry it, we'll try it. Stew it, we'll do it. Now we've got the hang of it, there's really nothing to it. We boil, we bake, we toast, we roast, we even fricassee. We poach, we grill, oh what a thrill is each new recipe.
We leave the kitchen as it was, all shiny, neat and clean. We are the latest experts in the finest French cuisine.
Fry it, we'll try it. Stew it, we'll do it. Now we've got the hang of it, there's really nothing to it. Fry it, we'll try it. Stew it, we'll do it. Now we've got the hang of it. Now we've got the hang of it, there's really nothing to it.
Chef Flambé was deeply moved at how his pupils had improved.
So much fun.
Today it is your final test. Each of you must do your best.
They began to mix, to beat, and to sauté in order to impress the great Flambé. Then delicious scents soon filled the air. And 2 children came to peek and stare.
Hello? Who is there?
Madeline placed her feast upon the sill until the hungry children ate their fill.
Madeline, quick, it is time for us all.
To go to the great dining hall.
If Chef Flambé was contented, a diploma was presented.
Ah, très bien, très bien.
Everything seemed to be going fine until he came to the end of the line.
Quelle horreur!
There was no diploma for Madeline.
Madeline, what happened to your chicken?
Where is your chicken?
Come, children, it is time to go.
Then from the corner of her eye, Madeline saw someone wave goodbye.
Très bien, Madeline. A deed well done.
That night, after they broke their bread,
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
and brushed their teeth, they hung the diplomas above each bed.
Madeline, it is so sad there is no diploma for you.
Then someone said,
That is not quite true.
To Madeline, who has mastered the art of kindness.
Then Miss Clavel told of Madeline's deed, how she had helped others who were in need, and everyone agreed.
Kindness is more important than cooking.
Good night, little girls. I hope you sleep well.
Bonne nuit to you, dear Miss Clavel.
Lord Cucuface is here with the whole board of directors.
According to our Miss Clavel, you have learned your lessons well.
And Miss Clavel said,
For your esteemed consideration, we have a cooking demonstration.
It smells so tantalizing. I say, this is most surprising. Flambé, soufflé, crisp hot croissant, brioche, Buff Wellington, even poisson.
Arrêtez-vous, Lord Cucuface, s'il vous plaît. This feast is not for you.
Miss Clavel explained that in cooking school, the girls had also learned the golden rule.
We are taking all the food, you see.
To children who need it more than we.
And Lord Cucuface said,
You have learned to be kind and to open your hearts, as well as your mind.
But we have not forgotten our honored guest. We have made something special for you.
Oui, crêpes Suzette, quiche Lorraine, pas de foie gras.
Better! Fromage à la Cucuface.
But it looks like plain cheese sandwiches.
They are plain cheese sandwiches just for you.
Bon Bon appetit, dear trustees!
The little girl said au revoir and closed the door. And that's all there is. There isn't any more. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines, lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines.
Allons-y, little girls, hurry.
They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines.
Wait for me! I am coming too!
We would never forget you, Pepito, our favorite neighbor.
Miss Clavel counted everyone in line and said,
We are missing Madeline.
Bonjour!
when it came to being right on time, no one could beat Madeline.
Genevieve says we had better hurry.
On the first day of their winter vacation, the girls and Pepito dashed to the train station. The taxi driver got them there without a moment left to spare.
How fortunate we are that my Aunt Hilda has invited us to visit her in the Alps.
Oui, and she lives in a chalet.
Is a chalet like a castle?
Non, mes petites. A chalet is, well, you shall see for yourselves. Regardez.
Giddy with anticipation, each traveler's imagination designed a wondrous destination.
The mountains will be white with snow!
Oui, tons and tons of it.
But too much snow can be muy peligroso. Very dangerous.
How can the beautiful snow be dangerous?
Snow monsters! Monsters!
Pepito told of a creature that could be captured by no man, a ghostly giant, the abominable snowman. It sent a chill down every spine. It even frightened Madeline.
Pepito, stop this talk. Monsters are not real.
Oui, no more of this scary stuff.
Now, little ones, please try to get some rest. You have a big day ahead of you. At last, regardez, we are here.
There is hardly any snow.
Where's the snow?
We want snow!
At least Pepito's abominable snowman did not come to meet us.
Not yet. Does the abdominal snowman wear bells?
Ah, here is my nephew, Hans.
Guten Tag, girls. Good day, Aunt Claire.
Bonjour, Hans. My, how you have grown.
My grandmother is so anxious to see you.
Will there be more
You will have to ask Grandmother.
In a bumpy old carriage, they admired the view. The mountains were snow-capped and the sky, oh, so blue.
Look, a little goat up on that mountain.
Yole-hoo! Hans, is something stuck in your throat?
No, Pepito. Hans is yodeling.
Yole-hoo, yole-hoo, yole-hoo!
I think this goat likes your yodeling, Hans.
Yole-hoo! Yole, yole-hoo! Yole, yole-hoo!
Hans's yodel was so loud
Yole-hoo!
that he attracted quite a crowd. Not much later in the day, the group arrived at the chalet.
Dear Aunt Hilda.
Willkommen, Clara! Welcome, children. Come in.
That was a good story, Aunt Hilda. Tell us another.
See, tell us one about the abominable snowman.
Now, Pepito.
Have you ever seen the abdominal snowman? I? Why? Of course.
Aunt Hilda.
One winter, I was out at the woodshed when I heard a strange sound. I turned around and found a snow-covered giant staring straight at me.
Did you scream?
Yeah, I screamed because he was standing on my toe.
Then what did it do?
He ran away, and ever since that day, I know by that toe when it's going to snow.
Oh, Aunt Hilda, your imagination is as good as Pepito's.
Then Aunt Hilda's toe felt suddenly warm.
I think we are in for a monstrous storm.
Storm warning. Blizzard moving in tonight. Repeat. Snowstorm alert. Snow will accumulate up to 2 feet in mountain areas.
Let us hope there is not too much.
Later, the children ate gingerbread and brushed their teeth and went to bed. But they thought they heard some monsters peep, and not even one could fall asleep. In the middle of the night, Miss Clavel turned on the light and said,
Something is not right.
Miss Clavel ran fast and faster, hurrying toward the new disaster.
Miss Clavel, save us!
What is it, mes petites?
The monster!
What monster?
The abominable snowman. He is outside our window. Listen.
Regardez! There he is!
Quelle horreur!
It is the abdominal snowman!
The abominable snowman.
I am not so sure, Chloe. No, Madeline! Do not go near him! C'est ça! I thought it was you. Meet the abominable Pepito.
Hola! Pepito, that was not funny.
Now you should be able to sleep. You will have lots of snow to play in tomorrow.
Bonne nuit.
Good night, dear Miss Clavel. Bonne nuit, Monsieur Snowman.
That's how monsters say. Good night, mademoiselle.
The new fallen layer of precipitation exceeded every expectation.
Yippee! Madeline, where are you? Oh!
The air was crisp, the sky was fair, but Hilda warned them to beware,
Ouch!
for she sensed trouble in the air. Graceful and confident on her skates, Madeline carved perfect figure eights.
Bravo, Madeline!
Saving that you are great!
Everyone thought this was quite fine. Until Genevieve skated number 9. The dog could glide with such precision. She could even skate in long division. Though she tried hard as she was able, Miss Clavel remained unstable.
Ah, there! I have it!
Their favorite teacher did her best,
Whoa! Whoa!
but in the end,
Whoa!
she had to rest.
Merci, little ones. I think that it is time for me to go back home and have some tea.
Au revoir! Goodbye!
Now, my friends, what would you like to do next?
Everything!
Give us snow.
I dream about a blanket that's not warm. It's the blanket we see on the ground after a winter storm.
Give us snow, white, white snow. Give us snow.
Snow the lady, oh, 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 oh. Snow, white snow.
I dream of putting on my skis and shushing down the slope. So when I feel the first snowflake, it lightens me with hope.
Give us snow, white, white snow. Give us snow.
I dream of building a snowman to join me on my sled. Then we'll skate around the frozen pond till it's time to go to bed.
Give us snow, white, white snow. Give us snow.
Snow the lady, oh, oh, oh. Snow, white snow.
Give us snow.
We are almost at the top, Genevieve.
Genevieve hears something. Listen.
It is the abominable snowman. I knew it.
No, Pepito. I am afraid it is something much worse.
Much worse?
What could it be?
Oh no! An avalanche!
Do not panic. Get into the sled. Hang on, my friends.
Do not worry, Genevieve. We will make it. I hope.
They zoomed downhill and zipped down dale with a deadly avalanche right on their tail.
Okay, everyone. Lean left.
We made it!
10, 11, 12. Très bien. My little ones are safe.
But the road is blocked. Hans will telephone for help so we can be found.
If the abominable snowman doesn't find us first.
Hilda was serving gingerbread when a flustered Hans came in and said,
The telephone lines, they're all dead.
Oh no, we shall be stranded forever.
Do not worry, Chloe. A rescue team is sure to find us.
But that was our last gingerbread.
And so, the
2 days passed as they tried to stay cheerful. Aunt Hilda told stories by the earful, and the boys were still quite fearful.
Madame Hilda, s'il vous plaît, tell us another story.
Well, there is one about... Oh!
What is that?
What is that noise?
Hear it?
Écoutez. Airplanes! They are here to rescue us.
But the sound of propellers soon diminished until they were completely finished. The minutes crawled by, the wait seemed long. Then Madeline said,
Let us try a song.
I do not feel like singing.
Then how about yodeling?
Yodeling? Yeah! The pilots might be able to hear it.
Yodelay-hoo, yodelay-hoo, yodelay-hoo.
From their throats came rousing notes that no one seemed to hear,
Look, regarde.
but goats.
Keep your chins up, mes petites. The planes will return.
When all seemed bleakest with despair, Madeline noticed a shiny pair of ice skates hanging on a chair.
C'est ça! That is it! This is how to get attention.
Said Madeline, explaining her intention.
Très bien, Madeline. It is a wonderful plan. Très bien.
In 2 straight lines upon the ice, they followed Madeline's advice. Carefully and with finesse, they carved 3 letters, SOS, the international signal of distress. Hilda began to point and cheer.
The planes are back! They're coming here!
The aircraft made their spirits soar.
Hooray! They are here! We are saved!
Oh!
But then it was quiet. They heard nothing more.
They will return. You shall see.
Come, I shall make some chamomile tea.
So much fun.
Now we are certain to be here forever.
No, Chloe, that is not so.
Madeline, how do you know?
Why is it, Madeline, that you're never afraid?
Sometimes I feel afraid, just like you. And you.
You do?
But I never give up hope.
Then everybody turned around. They heard a very frightening sound. Crunching footsteps in the snow were approaching, very slow. With a gust of wind, the door opened wide, and 2 large creatures stepped inside.
The abominable snowman! Hide!
The snowmen stomped their heavy feet, and off came snow and ice and sleet.
These monsters have no claws.
They are wearing boots
And mittens.
and ski masks.
It is the rescue patrol.
Look, they have supplies.
And a snowplow.
Madeline's message on the ice proved a life-saving device. The pilot saw the SOS and made the call to send the ground patrol to find them all.
Merci, Madeline.
Danke schön, Madeline.
Madeline's hope and her persistence had brought the group this fine assistance. Hilda said as she swept the floor.
That's all there is. There isn't any more.
In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines, danced 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. The smallest one was Madeline.
Attention, girls. It is 9:20.
They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines, in rain or shine. They did not pause along the way when they were going to ballet. They'd hurry up and down each street, for ballet lessons were a treat.
Regardez!
Oh, Pepito, see what happens to foolish boys?
Each girl would take her special place and try to dance with style and grace.
Students, I have an announcement to make.
One day, the teacher broke tradition and announced a very special audition.
Gaston de Valmont has invited you all to audition for an upcoming production of The Happy Swan at l'Opéra.
The girls were to try out right away for the city's most famous corps de ballet.
Gaston de Valmont, the ballet master of l'opéra. Magnifique!
Suddenly, the girls felt small as they approached the famous hall.
It's just like a dream.
Madeline,
Do you think I'm ready, Miss Clavel?
just do your very best, Madeline, and you will be just fine.
Through the gates, the 12 girls flitted, but their friend, Pepito, was not admitted.
Follow me, girls.
As the time of audition began to draw near, the girls were suddenly filled with fear.
What if I fall?
What if I fail?
Come, girls. There's really nothing to worry about. I believe Monsieur de Valmont is just an ordinary person.
Monsieur de Valmont was tall and imperious, and he looked to be extremely serious.
I am Gaston de Valmont, and this is our prima ballerina.
Do you know who that is?
That is her. Oh, I cannot believe it.
He presented a dancer of worldwide fame. Tatiana Darlova was her name. To be like her was Madeline's aim.
Attention! Tatiana will now demonstrate the steps for your audition for The Happy Swan. there you have it. Step forward, mademoiselle.
With your head held high and courage in your heart, you cannot fail. Courage, ma petite.
Courage, Chloe. Courage, Madeline.
Suddenly, Madeline began to quake, afraid of making any mistake.
Very well, begin.
Just do your very best, Madeline, and you will be just fine.
Courage.
Throughout the audition, the girls did fine, except perhaps for Madeline.
Enough!
Then, after a moment of reflection, de Valmont began to make his selection.
You will dance in the Happy Swan. And you.
He picked the dancers one by one, and soon his work was almost done.
Oh, please, please pick Madeline.
I do not think this one will do. No, entirely too small.
He chose each girl along the line, except for one girl, Madeline. Madeline wished that the day would just end, when suddenly she was helped out by a friend.
Her legs are too short. She's entirely too small. And she wobbled.
I wobbled too the first time I auditioned for you, Gaston.
So you did, Tatiana. Very well. I will give her another chance. You! One more time, s'il vous plaît, mademoiselle. First position, plié.
Though Madeline thought she would not get to dance, suddenly she got a second chance.
You will dance.
Bon, Madeline.
Oh, I love Oh, merci, monsieur. Merci mille fois.
Thank heavens.
You will not be sorry.
We shall see.
De Valmont led the girls down the hall, showing them the costumes and all.
On the left, costumes.
Hey!
On the right, dressing rooms.
Oh!
And here is where you will rehearse.
Once the girls had passed their auditions, they began to dance their repetitions.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2.
They practiced all day,
1 and 2.
all evening,
1 and 2.
and night.
3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Until it was time to put out the light.
Little girls, even Tatiana Darlova herself must sleep.
Soon they all fell asleep without making a peep, and Madeline danced the ballet in her sleep.
If I practice my pliés, I know I will go far. Oh, to be, I can be, I will be a star.
A star, a star.
I know I will go far. I'll do my pirouette.
From Toulouse to Tibet, the people all will wow.
I'll take a great big bow. I know I can go far. I will be a star. I'll bend and stretch and arabesque each day at the bar. Oh, to be, I can be, I will be a star. And when I do my solo, they'll send a brand new car. Oh, to be, I can be, I will be a star.
A star, a star. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
In the morning, the girls prepared diligently when Pepito appeared in the nearest tree.
Stop it, Pepito. We are trying to practice.
You call that practice? I call that hopping about like frogs. That's what you look like. Ribbit, ribbit.
Pepito, stop that. We are swans, not frogs.
He teased the girls about ballet until Miss Clavel led them away.
Come on, girls. Monsieur de Valmont will be waiting.
Ribbit.
At their rehearsal, the girls twirled about while Monsieur de Valmont checked them out.
Très bien, Nicole. Very nice. Charming, Chloe. You are a happy swan indeed.
He handed out compliments one by one, but for poor Madeline, he had none.
You have worked hard. I believe you are ready to rehearse with Tatiana Dalova.
Oh, Tatiana, the greatest ballerina in the world.
Brilliant as always, Tatiana. Good work, Nicole and Danielle.
Though Madeline practiced and she persisted, Gaston de Valmont didn't know she existed.
Madeline, you are making progress.
Oh no, Miss Clavel. Monsieur de Valmont didn't even notice me. If only I were taller.
Remember, Madeline, you must have courage.
Oui, Miss Clavel. I have courage, but it does not make me 1 inch taller.
The next day, the girls returned to the hall, not knowing Pepito had followed them all. By the time she received her pretty tutu, Madeline was feeling blue, trying to figure out what to do.
Voilà, Nicole. One for you, Danielle. Your tutu,
Merci
Chloe.
beaucoup.
There you go, mademoiselle.
Merci, Monsieur de Valmont.
Attention, we will now prepare for the dress rehearsal.
But Madeline forgot the blues when she spied a pair of red toe shoes.
Oh, if I had shoes like those, I could dance on my toes just like Tatiana.
Very quickly, with no time to lose, Madeline decided to borrow the shoes.
And if I danced on my toes, I'd be taller. Today, I am certain that Monsieur de Valmont will notice me.
Places, everyone!
Dress rehearsal was about to begin when an uninvited guest popped in.
Music maestro, s'il vous plaît.
Across the stage danced Madeline, looking great and feeling fine. And then, on stage, Tatiana whirled, and among all the girls, she twirled. For Madeline, it was sheer bliss. And then something went amiss.
Horrible!
Terrible!
What a calamity!
While Tatiana spun faster and faster, Madeline caused a complete disaster, which horrified the ballet master.
My precious swans! Stop right now!
Madeline, watch out! The scenery!
Where it would end was anyone's guess.
Oh no!
But but Miss Clavel saved them from further distress.
Merci.
And Madeline humbly begged forgiveness.
Je regrette, monsieur. But do not worry, I will not dance in the ballet tomorrow, or ever again.
Mademoiselle! Mademoiselle! Ah, that is too bad. I believe that young lady might give a performance Perry will never forget. As for you, my young intruder, I can use you. You come with me.
Oui, monsieur.
Madeline found a place to hide, and then she cried and cried and cried. But someone was standing by her side.
Poor Madeline, I know how you must feel.
All I wanted was to get Monsieur de Valmont to notice me. And now I will never be a prima ballerina like you.
I remember another little girl who tried to wear toe shoes before she was ready. She knocked down the entire corps de ballet.
Like me?
That girl was fired, but she worked hard, and one day she became a prima ballerina.
Vraiment?
Really? Yes. You see, chère Madeline, that girl was me.
Tatiana's words gave the girl quite a lift, but she never expected a special gift. A pair of gray slippers, not fancy, it seems, but shoes that would help a young girl with her dreams.
And if you keep practicing, someday you will earn the right to wear toe shoes.
Merci beaucoup, mademoiselle. But I will not dance in the ballet tomorrow night. They will not let me.
Oh, but you will. In fact, I insist upon it.
Tatiana's gray slippers fit her just right and gave Madeline courage to dance that night.
Oh, look! Regardez! Pepito, what are you doing here?
Monsieur de Valmont gave me a very important role.
Yes, all he has to do is walk across the stage. Make sure you don't hop like a frog. Ribbit!
Madeline, I never thought I'd be on stage at l'opera tonight.
Neither did I.
Oh, how do you like my
Do not worry, Gaston.
Very well, Tatiana. But I will hold you completely responsible for that little girl.
Absolument.
Places, everyone!
With your head held high and courage in your heart, you cannot fail. Courage, girls. I know you will do fine.
Pepito, that's your cue.
I know, but my legs won't move.
Pepito, that's your cue. Bravo, Pepito.
Here comes our cue.
Then, like magic, the dancing started, and Madeline suddenly felt lighthearted. They all did their steps without hesitation, but Tatiana created a real sensation.
Magnifique!
Marvelous!
The applause continued, the girls bowed too. It was Madeline's perfect dream come true.
Oh, Madeline, don't you wish You were a diploma ballerina?
Maybe someday I will be.
It took many bows that night, and then the girls returned back home again.
Good night, my little dancers.
Miss Clavel said good night at the door. And that's all there is. There isn't any more. In an old house in Paris, all covered with vines, lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines.
Voilà, my scar!
They left the house at 9:30. In 2 straight lines. In rain and shine. The smallest one was Madeline. In Paris, one of the greatest joys is visiting the shops of toys. There were trains and cars and cuckoo clocks, bears and bunnies, piles of blocks.
Oh, Miss Clavel, may we go in the shop and see the toys?
Oui, please, Miss Clavel.
Well, I suppose so, but only to look, not to buy.
Once in the shop, the girls went wild. Toys can do that to a child.
No, you cannot ride on that.
Allez, Bob! Next stop is the zoo!
What? Now, you little girls, calm down. I am so sorry. The girls were only playing.
Look at my beautiful store and my hairdo.
We are sorry. Please forgive us.
Apologies were said once more, and the girls all headed out the door,
Phew.
leaving the poor clerk on the floor. Outside, the girls just had to gape at the dolls of every size and shape.
What fun you can have with a doll like me!
Silly Madeline, you are fun as a girl.
But a doll is the perfect friend.
Not as perfect as a real little girl. Now come, mes enfants. I have a surprise for you.
A little man raced down the stairs. His moustache had some orange hairs.
Ah, Miss Clavel, at last you arrive. And these must be your beautiful girls.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
And so well behaved.
Well, most of the time.
I hope it will be satisfactory to take a tour of my toy factory.
Is it true?
I cannot believe it.
Will we see them make dolls?
Oh, we, of course. And other wonderful toys, too.
But nothing is as wonderful as a doll.
Allons-y, mes amis.
Look out, Madeline.
Hey!
The girls could not believe their eyes, for in each new room, a new surprise. And the biggest toy of all was a giant bouncing ball.
Oh, Madeline! Look out!
Do not worry, Miss Clavel. I will not let your girls bounce away.
Then Monsieur Larue said,
Before you bounce right off the walls, perhaps you would like to dress some dolls?
Dress dolls!
Certainement! Oui, oui, allons-y!
Then in a moment, in a snap, each girl had a beautiful doll in her lap.
I will be outside talking to Monsieur Larue. Now you girls behave.
And do not touch that conveyor belt, s'il vous plaît, or you may wind up in a box.
A box?
And on a delivery truck.
Do not worry, Miss Clavel. We will be careful.
12 little girls were left to play while the two old friends chatted away.
Voila! My doll!
Très jolie, Madeline. She looks just like you.
Now guess which one is the doll. Hide your eyes. Now you may look.
Which one is the real Madeline?
I fooled you, Chloe. Me and my doll, we would dance the can-can. Me and my doll on the Isle of Man. That's me and my doll. Me and my doll will have a tea party. Me and my doll with the Super Mardi. That's me and my doll.
Eyes that move, knees that bend, I'll dress her up. She is my friend.
Me and my doll, I'll give her a hairdo. Me and my doll, a high up in the air do. For me and my doll.
Eyes that move, knees that bend, I'll dress her up. She is my friend.
That's me and my doll.
Careful, Madeline. Do not go near the conveyor belt.
Do not worry, Chloe.
Pirouetting little twirls, the dolls danced with the happy girl.
Ah!
She stood up once, but then she flipped
Oops!
and was soon all boxed up to be shipped.
Miss Clavel, come tout de suite. Madeline is gone.
It was just as Miss Clavel had feared. Madeline had disappeared. She was packed in a box and out the door, on her way to a big toy store. Everybody had to cry. Not a single eye was dry.
I am a doll.
Said Madeline with a giggle as she gave her toes a wiggle. The streets of Paris are quite bumpy, and Madeline got a little jumpy. On the other side of Paris, in a great big chateau, a girl named Giselle was feeling quite low.
Well, Dr. Cohn, how is my little Giselle?
Dr. Cohn showed his concern and said,
What our Giselle needs least is bed. Her fever is gone and she is getting stronger every day. But she needs something to lift her spirits so she can fully recover.
I don't know what else to get her. Giselle already has everything a girl could want.
What this little girl needs is a sunny day and some friends to share it with.
But she has no friends.
Big truck screeched to a short stop as Madeline arrived at the toy shop.
Très jolie. What a beautiful doll and so realistic.
Soon Madeline was on the shelf between a pony and an elf.
Merci.
And she curtsies and says thank you.
This was the best game she had ever played. So she continued her charade. And in no time, someone thought it pleasant to purchase Madeline as a present. Moments after Madeline was bought, the group of girls raced in, distraught.
Vite, vite, mes petites! We will find her here, I am sure.
The clerk wrote the name of Madeline's owner.
And if you like to, you may phone her.
Merci, merci beaucoup. No?
Miss Clavel dialed the number in a tizzy, but alas, the line was busy. Madeline's box bumped to and fro as they reached a large chateau. Hoping to give Giselle's spirit a lift, Yvette presented her with the gift.
Bonsoir, ma petite chou.
Bonsoir, maman.
I have a surprise for you, Giselle.
Another doll?
Voila! A new friend. I will be up soon to get you for supper.
Do not worry, jeune fille. Monsieur Leroux and I will be back with Madeline before you go to bed. Vite! Vite!
Clearly, something was not right as the taxi screeched through town that night. And afraid of a disaster, Miss Clavel said,
Please, go faster!
Until Monsieur Leroux said,
Please, be careful how you drive. We'd like to reach Madeline alive.
What do you think, Teddy? Shall we call her Yvette after Maman?
Things went off without a hitch until Madeline felt an itch.
Did you scratch your nose? You are almost real.
As Madeline walked across the floor, Giselle cried out,
Encore! Encore! You are the most wonderful doll, Yvette. Other children will not play with me because I cannot run and jump like them.
Madeline thought, that looks sweet. Then remembered that real dolls cannot eat. In the old house, tears were shed as the girls sat down to break their bread.
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love Madeline.
Quelle surprise! What a shock! This doll could dance as well as walk.
I am so happy, Yvette. Now I have a friend.
Then Madeline was placed up on a shelf, left in the dark room all by herself. Then in a moment of great elation, the taxi arrived at its destination. All along, it was expected that Madeline would soon be detected. Madeline felt quite relieved, but Giselle felt she had been deceived. Her new favorite doll, her bonne amie, was no more than a fantasy.
Please understand, I am a real little girl. My name is Madeline, and I want to go home. But it was really fun being your doll.
Ah, Giselle, I will come back tomorrow with a new doll and a whole trunk full of beautiful clothes. Au revoir.
Au revoir. Now I've lost my only friend.
Oh, Madeline, we are so glad you're back.
Madeline, thank goodness you are here. We were so worried. We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
Back at home, the girls broke their bread and brushed their teeth and went to bed.
Bonne nuit, mes petites. Sleep well and be thankful we are all together again.
Bonne nuit, Miss Clavel.
Monsieur Larue did what he said. He brought a doll, some clothes, and a bed.
Voila, Giselle.
But nothing could cheer up Giselle or help her broken heart get well.
Come, Giselle, and have a tea party with this beautiful doll.
No, Mama. I miss Madeline. She would have played in the garden with me.
Perhaps, but she is not here now. Oh, please eat your breakfast, ma chérie. It will give you more energy to play.
Please eat your breakfast, ma chérie. It will give you more energy to play.
Although the day was bright with sun, Madeline could not have fun. Deep in her heart, she felt a pain. Giselle's sad face came to mind again.
I did not want to hurt Giselle. I was only playing a game.
I know, ma chérie.
She was so much fun at tea parties, and she could even dance when she tried.
Before another word was said, a plot brewed in Miss Clavel's head. As if Madeline read her mind, she decided it would be kind to see the girl she left behind.
We are here to play with a picnic to brighten Giselle's day.
And I liked playing with Giselle so much that I brought my 11 friends.
Oh, Giselle will be so happy. Giselle, there is someone here to see you.
Madeline! Come, Giselle. There is a surprise for you outside.
Surprise? Outside?
Outside, there was a delicious spread. Bonbons, berries, cheese, and bread, and some hungry girls waiting to be fed. Bonjour, bonjour, they said in greeting, and with that began their eating. They finished eating, and before they knew it, Giselle was playing. She could do it.
Oh, I have never seen Giselle so happy. You are so kind to come here.
Ah, but you must thank Madeline. She is the one who thought to visit with all the girls.
They laughed all day, feeling quite cheery.
And so, the beautiful princess and the...
Until evening came and they got weary.
And lived happily ever after.
I am so happy to be your friend, Giselle. And Miss Clavel said we can come back to play again.
I am glad you are not a doll, Madeline.
Then Madeline asked if it was all right for Giselle to come and stay the night.
Oh, please, may I, Maman?
Oui, ma chérie.
Au revoir!
Goodbye! See you tomorrow!
When I come home, will we play outside more often, Maman?
Oui, oui, we will.
Back at home, they skipped their bread, but they brushed their teeth and went to bed, Then Miss Clavel kissed each one on the head.
I am very proud of you, Madeline. You made someone very happy today.
I am happy too, Miss Clavel, because now I have a new friend.
Bonne nuit, mes enfants. Good night, my children. Could they be asleep already? Oh, mes enfants, how glad I am that you are real little girls.
And she turned out the light, and she closed the door. And that's all there is. There isn't any more. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines,
Bravo, Genevieve. Allons-y.
lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30. In 2 straight lines, in rain or shine. The smallest one was Madeline. One day, Miss Clavel cried with delight when she found a letter in gold and white, inviting them all to the opera that night.
Little girls, this is from Lord Cucuface. He thinks you will learn a lot at the opera, but most of all, you will have fun.
Hooray! Hooray! We are going to the opera! Miss Clavel, what is the opera?
Madeline, the opera tells a story with beautiful music and singing, and everybody dresses up.
Hooray!
I will wear my party dress. And I will wear my new shoes.
And I will wear a ribbon in my hair.
And so that night, they all got dressed, each of them eager to look her best. Before long, it was time to leave for all the girls.
Do not worry. I have not forgotten you.
And Genevieve.
But what is this? A dog cannot go to the opera, not even Genevieve.
S'il vous plaît, Miss Clavel, please. She will be so lonely without us.
Besides, Genevieve loves beautiful singing. She is a singer herself.
Very well. Come along then, Genevieve.
They took a lovely taxi ride. Then all got out and walked inside.
I'm sorry, but the dog will have to remain outside.
But this dog has perfect behavior.
That is true. She is perfect.
She will not misbehave.
We cannot have any barking during the opera.
Do not worry. I can assure you that Genevieve will not bark.
And she had better not whine.
Monsieur, if you let Genevieve in, I personally guarantee that she will not make a peep.
Very well. But if there is the tiniest little dog noise, she will be thrown out in an instant.
Merci, monsieur.
Miss Clavel then called them to attention. There were some things she had to mention. She said, "Be quiet as a mouse."
Shh. Only singers should be heard in an opera house.
We will be very quiet, Miss Clavel. We promise.
Urf.
At that, the opera house went dark. The girls did not speak, and their dog did not bark. While they sat there in a row,
Mi vogliono, donne e ragazze, vecchie fanciulle, qua la parrucca, presto la barba, qua la sanguigna, presto il biglietto, tutti mi
the
chiedono.
baritone almost stole the show,
Vogliono, qua la parrucca, presto la barba, presto il biglietto.
loudly singing.
Figaro, 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 Figaro. Ahimè, che furia in me, che folla, uno alla volta, per carità.
Everyone looked, but none could believe that singing along was Genevieve. And right away they were asked to leave.
Never been so embarrassed in my whole life.
Moi aussi.
Me too.
I agree, little girls. Genevieve was a very naughty dog.
Miss Clavel said,
Genevieve, you did not behave right, so you must sleep outside tonight.
Miss Clavel.
Then she walked in the house and turned out the light. But before long, an impresario who heard her singing Figaro said,
I will help you. Come, let's go. The little girls do not want you anymore. Look how they have made you sleep outside.
The next morning, Madeline looked around.
Genevieve, time for breakfast. Where are you?
But Genevieve could not be found.
Here, Genevieve!
Come on, Genevieve.
We are sorry we made you sleep outside.
With the help of their friend Pepito, they started searching high.
Geneviève, où es-tu?
Geneviève, ¿dónde está?
And lo,
Geneviève, where are you?
and everywhere they thought she'd go.
We will never find Geneviève.
Then Madeline had an idea up her sleeve.
I have a formidable idea.
They would put up signs about Geneviève.
Madeline, this is very good.
They were tired from their efforts and about to give up.
S'il te plaît, Pepito, help me put up just one more. Oh la la!
When at last they found their favorite pup.
It says, Incroyable Opera Singing Dog, on stage tonight. It must be Geneviève! Mais oui, who else could it be? Regardez, Miss Clavel, it is Geneviève.
So it is, ma petite.
Geneviève was a singer in a cabaret. We must bring her home, said the girls, right away.
Thank heaven for little girls. Follow me.
But monsieur, we are here for our dog, Geneviève.
Oh, Geneviève will be out soon. Ah, that is my cue. Mesdames et messieurs, I am happy to present the ballet dancing swans, Gigi and Louise.
Madeline could not wait an instant more. So she slipped away. To Genevieve's door.
Excusez-moi, I have come to get my dog, Geneviève.
The impresario said,
The dog is yours? That may be true, but she will not go home with you.
But of course she will. I love her, and she loves me.
Despite what you say, she will not go.
Madeline did not believe what the impresario said about Geneviève. So they all went backstage, and before they walked far, they came to a door with a shiny star.
Look! This must be Genevieve's dressing room.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let us go in. Ooh la la!
Aïe, aïe, aïe!
Geneviève, oh Geneviève, he said you would not come home with us.
Now we know why.
Goodbye, Geneviève. We will never forget you.
Though all were sad, they felt it wrong to leave till they heard Genevieve's song.
And now, mesdames et messieurs, the star of our show...
Geneviève!
Hey, fantastic! The incroyable Miss Geneviève!
At night, I dream of you, brushing my long hair. It is cold in here. Life is not sweet. I am a lonely dog forgotten. I am just a shadow in the street. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. I am so sad now, so far away from that old house which I once called home. I hear your voice at night, it's sweet as ever. I wish you could give me just one more bone. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. I wish you could give me just one more bone. One more bone, ma chérie.
Geneviève gave a remarkable show, but the girls were still sad when it was time to go.
Come, little girls, it is late. We must go home.
Quick over here! Smile! Oh, take a picture
Moi,
of
moi,
you.
mais
Autograph! I want your
Geneviève,
autograph!
Geneviève, s'il vous plaît!
Sign here!
Autograph,
this is for my
please.
little
Oh, no, no, no,
girl.
me,
Oh, make it
please.
to me. Make it to
Goodbye, Geneviève. We love you, Geneviève.
I know you are all very sad, little girls, but anytime you want to see Geneviève, you can come here.
They all started home at 9:15. When Miss Clavel said,
Where is Madeline?
Madeline, there was no denying, was standing by a window, spying. And there she saw poor Geneviève crying.
Madeline? Allons-y, we must go home now.
I cannot go yet, Miss Clavel.
And why not?
Because I want to play a game of catch. Catch, Pepito!
Huh?
Throw the ball to me.
No, me!
But Madeline, being clever and versatile, had a plan.
Pepito! Throw it here!
And in a while, she was able to make dear Geneviève smile.
Merci!
Good catch, Geneviève!
Then Miss Clavel said,
It is time to leave.
and they said goodnight to Geneviève.
Good night, Geneviève. We will miss you.
As they walked into the night, the girls were not a happy sight. Without their dog, nothing was right.
Do not cry, little girls. Geneviève has had a good life, the life of a star.
But she was our star, and I love her so much.
Wow, we love Geneviève!
We will always love you.
Suddenly, Geneviève could see.
Good night,
that she was loved so totally that home was the only place to be.
Genevieve!
You're back!
Oh, Genevieve!
We love you!
As they headed for home, Madeline cried,
Oh! Madeline?
there was one thing she needed before they could go.
You will always be our star, Genevieve.
Good night, little girls. And little Genevieve.
Good night, Miss Clavel. Good night, Genevieve.
Genevieve's star glimmered on her door. And that's all there is. There isn't any more.